Richard Miller discusses all the latest topics in the world of sports. Stay interactive with him on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Miller on Sports.
And if you're not on the train that is fantasy football, please hop on. Please get aboard. You know, it's an easy ticket to afford. Just get on board the fantasy football train, and it's a nice, smooth, comfortable ride. You've got a place to sleep and eat. It's nice. It's wonderful. It creates conversation and banter. It brings people together. That's what it does. But I've been studying up quite a bit, and I guess I'm more of a fantasy football diehard than a lot of people. I get fixated on it for hours and days at a time sometimes. But I have 5 basic rules that I want to give you on this Thursday afternoon, because I feel like they're very important. Some people, if you're new to the game, or you're somebody that's looking from a fresh perspective, because I always like to hear other people's opinions on how they draft, or what do they do going into a draft, or do they study up, or do they just say, hey, I'm going to go off my basic knowledge. But my 5 just general rules for fantasy football, I'm going to give them to you today. First off, study ahead of time. That's my belief. Now, if it's taking 10 minutes out of your day for 3 to 4 weeks to get ready for your draft, okay. Now, last year I went a little crazy. I went a little above and beyond. Honestly, it was a little much. But I didn't have much time to get ready for it except the day of. I think I spent from 11 a.m. that Sunday until about 6 or 7 p.m. until the draft started. I spent that entire block of time getting ready for fantasy football. I mean, I had magazines just everywhere. I had my laptop up. I was taking notes on a sheet of paper. I had a Microsoft Word document up. I was just going through the notes. And it prepared me. Last year, I won my league's championship. First time ever in a decade playing in that. But study ahead of time. Whether it's 5-10 minutes, an hour every other week, study up, especially with this NFL lockout. We've seen a lot of free agents, a lot of movement from teams, and even I have a difficult time of, wait, who did he sign with? I thought wasn't he with the Ravens? When did he get traded? If it's just that, studying the injuries or where players are currently, just do that. 5-10 minutes out of your day, it's not all that much time. Also, have patience. You know, don't be upset or angry when your good buddy decides to draft Maurice Jones-Drew, and you're thinking, "Oh, what do you just ruined my draft? What are you doing?" Have patience. It's supposed to be fun, but realize there are other running backs out there. You're not going to get every single player that you want. It's just not going to happen unless they happen to fall into your lap and you are the luckiest person in the world. It's not going to happen. Have patience, man. But don't draft more than one player from the same team. That gets me so often. Yeah, I understand you have a team, whether it's the Packers, the Jags, or any other team, but just don't do it. I've seen it way too often, and I can think of maybe one example where a team thrived off of it. But let's just say your team's the Packers. If you have Aaron Rodgers, great. I recommend keeping him. He's one of my keepers in a league. But don't go end up drafting Jermichael Finley and Ryan Grant. When all 3 fail, you're left wondering, I just don't get it. Why did that happen? No. Don't go for the Peyton Manning, Reggie Wayne combo. Because if one or the other fails, most likely it's going to happen to the other person also. So avoid that whole mentality of just going after a player that you love. And you realize that they're well past their prime. All right, just don't do that. It just doesn't work out. You might think it's smart and you're being creative, but no, don't do it. Just don't. Don't draft more than one player from the same team, especially if they're a starter. Also, wait on defense and kickers until later. Everybody's going to go after Adam Vinatieri or the good defenses, quote unquote, the Baltimores, the New Englands, the Pittsburghs. Wait until the very end. If you're in an 8-team, 10-team, 12-team, or 14-team league, just wait. Realize, yet again, that goes back to the have patience. Because sometimes you get carried away, and before you know it, like a friend told me a couple nights ago, somehow Joseph Adai was drafted 8th overall. No, don't do that. Don't be that guy where everybody's saying, can you believe? Can you believe what he did? He did it. I know. And then you become the laughing stock of the league. Also, the number one rule, just have fun. Otherwise, it just becomes work. Now, I know some might have a little bit of money on the line, but have fun with it. Enjoy it. Usually you're going to be the loser. All right, I hate to break it to you because a lot of fantasy football is strictly luck. All right, you can't control whether a guy has an injury and you're thinking, oh no, I got to keep him because he's a top 3 running back. He's the best quarterback in the league. That happens. All right, luck happens. It's like any other sports team. You can't control every little thing that happens. But take those 5 rules and go with them. But make your own rules as well. Have patience, have fun, and please study ahead of time. Even if it's just a little bit. Just a little bit.